What's going on, guys? This is going to be a general warm-up that I'm going to have you do before your exercises. Now, this is not the only way to warm up. There's a bunch of different ways you can do it. So if there's something that you like, you can do that too. But this is just a good example of a good warm-up that kind of touches on all the parts of your body. You'll notice it's kind of like yoga. It's meant to kind of get your heart rate up, get your body temperature up, so that you're ready to work when you start your workout. You can do it on an off day. You could go through it a couple times, and it would actually be a really good workout to promote recovery and things like that on an off day if you feel like getting some extra work in. So let's just get into it. We're going to start with a glute bridge. Now, the only thing different about this is I want you taking your arms and driving them into the ground, activating your back, okay? So you're driving your arms down, and then you're glute bridging up. Go ahead and hold that squeeze for a good second, and we'll grab 10 reps, just like this. Next, we'll go into a toe touch. So we're going to bring our feet up, our shoulders off the ground, activating our core right here, and then just reach for your toes. You don't have to touch your toes, right? We're just looking to fire up that core. So it's really just this motion right here we're interested in. And your lower back should be pressed into the floor. All right, next, we're going to go into a Y cuff, which is really good for your shoulders. So the Y cuff, you're just going to be right here with the YMCA Y. Hands facing each other, and then bring your arms around and put the back of your palm or the back of your hand on your low back like you're getting handcuffed, and draw your shoulders back. And go back and forth, nice and controlled, for about 3 to 5 reps. If you want to make it a little harder, you can lift your legs off the ground too. And that way you're flexing your entire back. Like I said, 3 to 5 reps there. Okay. Next, we're going to go on all fours, or the quadruped position. You're going to flip your arms around, and we're going to address the wrists. A lot of times people end up getting wrist injuries with different things in the gym, so we want to be careful with that. So you're here, you're going to lean back, get a good stretch in your forearms, and then you can even go in little circles. You want to be careful. You shouldn't feel any pain with any exercise, but you should feel a stretch. So it's going to be right there, real careful, and just kind of spend a little bit of time, maybe 30 seconds to a minute, addressing your wrists. Okay, next we're going to go into a cat-cow. So you'll be here, and you'll go into that cat position where your spine is really flexed, and then extend your spine into that cow position. Flex, extend. You could do between 5 and 10 of these, but what I really want you to pay attention to is the way your back feels. So this flex position is really just terrible posture, but it's a good little stretch for your back. People tend to spend way too much time in this position, whereas this extended position, you'll notice my back is nice and straight, and we're going to do all of our exercises with our back in this position. So try to get a feel for how that feels to have your spine nice and straight. So flex, extend. Okay, next we're going to go into a hip circle. Okay, so with the hip circles or a fire hydrant, we're going to just do big circles with our hips. So we're going to go 4 each direction. So the first one, bring our knee to our chest, and then nice and big around to the chest, and around, chest, and around. And then the other way, you go a knee up all the way to the ceiling, and around, up, and around. With this one, you want to be careful. You don't want to be opening up in your spine and overcompensating. You just want to be doing all the work in that hip, okay? So just like that. Next, we're going to move right into the dynamic sprinter. So you're going to have one leg up, the other one back, and we're trying to get a nice stretch in the front of this hip right here. So you're going to try to drive this knee as close to the ground as you can. You should feel that stretch through this leg here. And then from here, you're going to reach the opposite arm into this pocket, and then open up, boom. And we'll grab 5 reps there, just like that. The whole time, try to actively drive this knee down into the ground. Then you'll switch sides, boom, same thing, push that knee down, grab 5 rotations, and then you're done there. All right, next we're gonna go from here and we're gonna go into a downward dog where we're gonna push our head between our arms, right? We want our back nice and straight. Now from here, you could kind of push your heels down to the ground and get a little calf stretch. Let me move up. Get a little calf stretch there. After you do a couple of those, I'm gonna have you walk yourself up to a standing position and then go back down, walk back down to a push-up, into downward dog, and then back up, and I'll have you grab 5 of these. So you're walking, 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 boom, downward dog, walk yourself back up. 5 of those. You can even do 10, kind of depends on how comfortable you are. You can see I'm sweating. It's about 100 degrees out here. I'm talking a lot, which makes it difficult for me to take nice deep breaths, but that's what I want you focusing on. Okay, next, to finish up, we're just gonna do some reverse lunges. So you're gonna be standing, step back, balance, drop straight down, push up. Drop straight down, push up, drop straight down. 5 each leg. Notice how I stay flat. You should stay flat on your feet on that front foot. You're balancing, driving off that heel, boom. 5 each leg. To finish with, we're gonna go lateral lunge, okay? Pay attention to this one, because both of those lunge variations we're finishing with, I'll schedule or I'll put in your program, so I'll refer you here if you need some assistance on how to do it correctly. So with this one, the wider you are, the better. You're just gonna drop straight down and push up. Now notice it's the same thing. You wanna stay flat on that foot. Your toe, you shouldn't come up on your toe. So just go as low as you can and push up. If your foot's coming up, like I said, just go as low as you can without your foot coming off the ground and then push back up. So 5 each side, boom. Notice how when I sink down, my body is still inside my leg. I'm not like coming way outside my leg. So here, boom, 5 each side, and then we're gonna be ready to work. That's your general warm up.